Well, here's something you definitely don't, or won't, see every day. A zombie film from mainland China. Considering the absurd censorship of horror movies and the ridiculous restrictions imposed on filmmakers, making a proper zombie movie is next to impossible. So what's going on here? Is this really a Chinese zombie film? Watch on to find out more. Hi, I'm the Artie Dans from Asian Film Fans, and welcome to this review of the Chinese horror film Zombies Reborn, also known as Innocent or Endless Crime Zombie Rebirth. There are some strange creatures stealing expired medication from a hospital storeroom. When a young woman is accidentally killed by electrocution, her body is mysteriously kidnapped from the hospital morgue. But she awakes in a strange lab. A mad scientist seems to have control of 3 other human-shaped monsters who respond to his commands via a very futuristic piece of technology. It's very Minority Report style technology, if you know what I mean. She can't understand how she's still alive, but the scientist explains he has conducted an experiment on her and the other bodies in the lab, one of which is her ex-boyfriend, using snake and lizard DNA. But a police detective is hot on his heels, investigating who is responsible for the stolen medication. It's definitely a novelty, this particular movie. From memory, this is only the second mainland Chinese movie I can think of from the last 10 years that actually deals with zombies. The other being the aptly called Zombie Island, which I've covered in a previous video you can find in the card above, or on streaming platform Tubi if you have access. Although if you're expecting Walking Dead or Peninsula style zombies, you're going to be disappointed. Due to the fact that these bodies have been reanimated using reptile DNA, they have developed fangs, which is quite humorous the first time you see it. On top of that, the mad scientist has implanted a chip into the zombies' eyes, which he uses to communicate with them. The side effect of this means that the zombies have a weird red glowing laser eye. If you really want to see something different and see how mainland Chinese have to make a zombie film to fit in regulations, then this is a curiosity factor watch for you. I can't say there's too many unironically memorable moments in this film. Most of what you see will either be ludicrous or plain ridiculous. Take for example the death of the main character's ex-boyfriend, which occurs when he is showing off his basketball skills. Or in fact the death of the main character, which is so humorously done there's no flow to the scene. I did like the lab of the mad scientist and the technology he seems to use, but it all looks so incredibly fake and far-fetched with ridiculously looking user interfaces on the computer screens. The acting is also incredibly over the top, especially in the introduction sequences, and the zombies just look silly, and that could be part of the charm if you really get into this. However, on an actual good note, when you consider how the story's been written and crafted, the ending isn't the usual rubbish Chinese horror movie style. It's not a dream, or a rubber mask, or hallucinating drugs. And that is a positive. This is a bit of an unfair section considering the type of movie it is. It's a bad movie, make no mistake, but it definitely fits in the so bad it's good category. On top of the poor acting is the illogical flow of the story. According to what happens in the movie, our main character dies, is placed in a hospital morgue, and her body is stolen and reanimated all in the space of less than 24 hours. No autopsy, no investigation, no mourning. On top of that, her ex-boyfriend died the day before she did, so it's even more odd when you consider the attachment the scientist already has for his body. On the whole, while most of the computer effects are passable, I'm still confused whether this scene here is computer or practical effects, especially the headband that holds the head into place. What do you think? Well, I like zombie movies, but the jury is still out on this one. At the time of making this video in 2020, we've had a really bad year for horror films. So if you're a little jaded like me, you could do much worse than watching this 2021 Chinese zombie film. If you're after the bitey, moany, virus-infected type zombies, then this isn't your film. Due to the fact this movie is ridiculously difficult to find, I've left links in the description to watch it. However, depending on where you live, it may be region locked or stuck behind a paywall. My recommendation is your choice. Check it out if you can. If you've seen it, what did you think? Thank you for watching this review. Please don't forget to press the like button and consider subscribing to support our channel.